ACTV is proud to be associated with Go Global Realty.
Good day everyone, it's Shannon Yang here for another week of Asian News. From the ACTV studios in the entertainment capital of the world to your home and anywhere on your device. Download the free app on your iPhone, iPad or Android phone. Search for ACTV 05 Media from your App Store or Play Store and watch Asian News anytime and anywhere and share anything to all of your friends globally. And visit our website actvus.com for live streaming and more information. Here are this week's stories. Pakistan's professional boxer Mohammad Wasim recently began his training at the Floyd Mayweather Jr. Boxing Gym in Las Vegas for the International Boxing Federation World Title bout later this summer. The 30-year-old will face Maruti Amathalan of South Africa on July the 15th at the Ashida Arena in Kuala Lumpur. The title was left vacant by Filipino fighter Donnie Nieves, who held the crown for several years before rising to the super flyweight category. The Wasim Maruti fight was previously set as an elimination bout, but after Donnie Nieves vacated the belt, the fight was elevated to IBF flyweight title bout. Wasim fasts and trains at the same time. Wasim has only 41 days to prepare for the fight, but he said he had enough time. The 30-year-old Quetta-born fighter said, "I am physically well prepared. I have come here for sparring and will do it till the end. I will move to Kuala Lumpur for the fight from here." The 2014 Asian Games bronze medalist said, Wasim initially wanted to train in England, but changed his mind when he came to know that his visa processing would take some time. He was received at the Las Vegas airport by his coach, Jeff Mayweather. Las Vegas-based Jeff is the uncle of world's greatest fighter, Mayweather Jr. Jeff was also Wasim's coach during his stint under Korean-based AK Promotions. Delta Airlines and Korean Air are expanding codeshare flights following the launch of a joint venture partnership recently, giving customers world-class travel benefits across one of the most comprehensive route networks in the Trans-Pacific market. A total of 132 Delta-operated flights from Seattle, Atlanta, Las Vegas, New York, San Francisco, Honolulu, Chicago, and Dallas have been recently coded with Korean Air's flight number. This new codeshares complements 164 existing Korean Air codeshare markets on Delta in the Americas from Delta's hubs in Atlanta, Los Angeles, and New York, JFK. An additional 66 markets from Detroit, Portland, Seattle, and Atlanta will become codeshares in North America next week. In addition, Korean Air's code will be added to 5 Delta-operated flights from Japan to Atlanta, Detroit, Seattle, and Portland, beginning this week. The enhanced codeshare flights in the Americas will further strengthen the existing 36 codeshare routes within Asia. The partnership between Delta Airlines and Korean Air will give travel agents a chance to sell their clients on more routes, destinations, and international flight options, according to Donald Wood, Breaking News senior writer. For more information, reach out to your local travel agent. Robert Goldstein, President and Chief Operating Officer of U.S.-based casino operator Las Vegas Sands Corp., says he expects casino licenses in Japan to be awarded in 2020 at the earliest. If the broad regulatory framework for the establishment of a casino industry is passed by the country's parliament this summer. The executive indicated additionally that the opening date for an initial casino resort or resorts might be pushed out to the year of 2025. Japan's parliament, a body known as the Diet, started discussing in the lower chamber last week the Integrated Resorts, or IR, implementation bill, which details the specifics on how casinos are to be administered and regulated. the taxation regime to be applied to them, and the number of licenses to be issued. We are all waiting to see if the IR implementation bill gets through this summer, said Bill Goldstein. If it gets through, I think the Japan government will form the gaming group in 2019 and have the decision on who gets a casino license sometime in early 2020, he added. Companies would be in the ground in 2021 and open by 2025. I think Japan is a terrific opportunity for our company and others. We would love to be there, Goldstein said. In as such, the local economy of Las Vegas is highly impacted by gaming revenues. Asian News will be watching this development like a hawk. And finally, Las Vegas will host the National Convention of the Asian Real Estate Association of America, marking its 15th anniversary, from October the 18th to the 20th. Las Vegas and Nevada as a whole represent a microcosm of what is happening in the Asian American Pacific Islander, or AAPI, community across the nation. Between the years 2000 and 2012, Nevada saw a 122.55% increase in AAPI population, the largest in the nation. Nearly 30% of Nevada's foreign-born population is from Asia, with the Philippines being the most common Asian country of origin at 14.1% of all foreign-born residents. AAPI also have the highest median household income in Nevada at $60,800. The association's report highlights include the following. AAPI home ownership is at its highest level, recorded at 58.2%. AAPI purchasing power has topped $1 trillion. The South experienced the greatest percentage growth in AAPI population since 2000. AAPI-owned businesses increased by 24% between 2007 and 2012, outpacing the U.S. total firm growth of just 3%. And AAPI have a higher median household income than the general population in every region of the country. New sessions in this year's report include AAPI Women and Canada. To download a free copy of the report, visit www.areaa.org. Asian News with the Asian Culture Alliance reaches out to all the Asian nations represented in our community, that they be part of our cultural and social revolution. Please email us at community@actvlv.com or call 702-979-1388 for more information. Don't go away, Asian News will be right back.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是伟宁地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳宁地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon, only here on Asian News. This week, we will talk about a process called Parole in Place. The question sent by one of our viewers goes like this. Hello, Asian News. I was originally from China, and I'm now a naturalized United States citizen. I married my wife, Maria, 3 years ago here in Las Vegas. She entered the United States 10 years ago without a visa by crossing the border illegally from Mexico. We now have 2 children. I want to file a petition for Maria, but I was told that we cannot get her green card in the United States and she needs to complete the process in Mexico. Is there any other way for my wife to get permanent resident status in the United States without going home to Mexico? We have 2 U.S. citizen children, and they're only 3 and 2 years old. I'm in the active service in the U.S. Armed Forces, and I expect to be deployed soon overseas. If my wife has to go back to Mexico, no one will take care of our 2 children if I'm also away due to military service. As a general rule, persons who enter the United States without inspection are not eligible to adjust status in the United States. These include individuals like Maria, who crossed the border illegally, and crewmen who jumped ship while transiting in the United States port. In order to get their legal status, since they cannot adjust status or get their green cards here in the United States, they need to go back to their home country and complete the process there. So, if we were to follow this general rule, our viewer's wife Maria would be required to go back to Mexico to complete the process in Mexico. The problem about this process, though, is that going back to one's home country to complete the immigration process is very scary and risks long separation with the rest of the family. Thankfully, there is a process called parole in place for family members of the U.S. military or U.S. veterans to avoid having to go back home just to complete the immigrant visa process. Parole in place is a term used by the Department of Homeland Security when granting parole to people who are already physically present in the United States after an entry without inspection. Parole in place is a status that allows undocumented family members of those who are in the U.S. Armed Forces or U.S. veterans the right to reside in the United States and qualify for certain benefits. These benefits include eligibility for employment authorization, and for some individuals, maybe eligibility for adjustment of status as well. To get parole in place, applicants need to file a form called Form I-131 or application for a travel document with the Immigration Office. They need to submit evidence of relationship to the U.S. Armed Forces or veteran member and evidence of favorable discretionary factors on why parole in place should be granted. For example, we can submit statement of hardship to the family member who's in the military, applicant's participation in the community, her good moral character, and similar factors. The grant of parole, though, is discretionary, but the immigration notes that being the spouse, parent, or child of an individual who's in the active duty in the military or is a veteran ordinarily weighs heavily in favor of paroles in place. In addition, based on USCIS policy, without a criminal conviction or other serious adverse factors, parole in place would generally be appropriate. If parole in place is granted, the person who entered the United States without inspection, like Maria in this case, will be able to apply for work authorization. Most importantly, she can also adjust status in the United States and avoid having to process her immigrant visa application in Mexico. There you have it. I hope you have learned something new today about immigration matters. To our dear viewers, if you have immigration questions, feel free to call us at 866-936-2404 or email us at asian.news@vasiantv.com. I'll do my very best to answer them right here on Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Same time, same channel. Attorney Visha Calderon, at your service.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify, a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
In the words of Maya Angelou, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. In my segment, I'd like to take you on a journey to discover all those fun and exciting things we're missing in our day-to-day living. Welcome to Life with Style, and I'm your host, Shannon Yang. I recently visited this JCK show in Las Vegas. It's an annual jewelry show that showcases a collection of different designer, luxury, fashion jewelries around the world. And I was really intrigued by a booth. And today, we're going to talk about that. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shannon. Thanks for having us.
Can you please introduce to our audience that what your company is about and who you are?
Yeah, I'm Swapnil Iga from Zenaria. We are a startup in jewelry designing and manufacturing based out of India. So we have a unique concept around how we want to make our jewelry. It relies on two pillars. One is mathematical designs. So we use a lot of math, algorithm, logic to create those designs. And we use 3D printing for manufacturing.
See, that is something different because in general, when you talk about fashion or designing jewelries, you think about just an inspiration or it comes from somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Or comes from this newest color combination or this
Yeah.
flower and stuff. But then yours is math.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to connect math together with the jewelry or with the fashion piece together.
Fantastic. So let me take you one step behind, right? So you talked about a flower. A flower or anything in nature is all mathematical. You can express nature, the patterns that are available in nature in some form of an equation or a series of numbers or something like that. So for example, take Fibonacci series, which is a mathematical series,
Right.
but the flower uses that series in how it arranges its petals or how the leaves of the flower shoot out. So what we do is we take that Fibonacci series and recreate the mathematical equation and create a flower instead of just taking this flower and trying to create a mold out of nothing.
Okay, so it's very regulated, like it's very down to the science.
Oh, yes, we definitely do that. For instance, if you look at, take this product, for instance, it's called Eniper. So it's a mathematical surface.
Like this
the
one
curve
here?
one, yes, that one. It's a nice curve. It's dictated by an equation, and you see a pattern on top of that. That pattern is called Voronoi pattern. So both of these are mathematical, entities or equations. So we take those, we combine them, and voila, you have
And
the
so,
product.
so it will have like a 3D look to it. See,
Yes.
maybe we can't get from the sides, but then if I
Yep.
look at it, it's very it's
Three-dimensional.
Yeah, it's very three-dimensional.
Absolutely. So we believe that the world is three-dimensional, but it's unfortunate that most jewelry is two-dimensional.
Are flat.
Right? So we try to introduce that third dimension in most of our jewelry. Take this piece for instance. It looks like a flower from one direction, and it's almost like a globe. But when we turn this, you will start to see different shapes coming out of it.
It is very fancy.
Well, thank you. The interesting part about this piece is you will probably be able to relate it to something that you did in childhood. It was called the spirograph, where you had some circles and you had another circle in between, and you just rotate your pen to get these beautiful patterns, if you remember that. So we took that, but instead of putting it on a paper, we also started flipping the paper as you are rotating. So now you get a curve that is three-dimensional and a product like that.
So were you a math major when you were in
No, I was not a math major, but I was an engineering major.
Okay.
So we engineers apply math in
Yes,
various
it's
situations.
applied mathematics.
So what we do now is another kind of engineering. We're applying math to manufacture jewelry.
I see. And let's talk about what brought you to the jewelry industry?
So me and my partner, we were both MBAs from IESE Business School in Barcelona. That's where we met. And we were both passionate about technologies of the future. So we zeroed in on a couple of technologies, and we thought 3D printing is something that really appealed to us. That we were really passionate about using 3D printing in commercial applications. So we looked at a couple of industries, and jewelry kind of like, struck us, because it is a place where you can have a lot of creativity, and it's not very monotonous. Every day something new in jewelry. Otherwise, what's the fun in doing something if you're not going to play around with it? So 3D printing is what got us into the jewelry industry, you can say.
Okay. And instead of 3D printing other things, sculpture and stuff, you actually do the jewelry.
Jewelry, yes.
And what are these jewelry made of?
So we make, most of our jewelry is made from 18 karat gold and diamonds, but we also do silver and cubic zirconia or Swarovski as well.
Do you also do customized?
Yes. So we do something called parametric designing. Like I explained to you, that everything that we design is based on some equation. So an equation has variables. So if I change one or other variable or multiple variables, I can just create a product that is different, slightly different from what it originally was. So you can easily customize our products. Of course, not just the basic design can be customized, but you can also choose what material you want. For example, I want this in rose gold with, let's say, diamonds. So we can do that. That's really easy stuff to do. So we do a lot of customization for our clients.
I see. And how has this business been since you started?
Oh, it has been a great journey, and we're very happy that it's growing really fast. So the first year was more about wrapping your head around the manufacturing, trying to get the technology right, and more of experimentation kind of thing. The second year was more about expanding your business, getting more clients, and so on and so forth. And last year was our third year, and we did really well in terms of sales. And this is the first time we have actually entered the US market through JCK, and we're happy to say that now our products are launched in the US. So we have a few customers where you can buy our jewelry.
Yeah, and it actually looks like it was a pretty popular booth at the show at the time.
We were lucky to have very good clients who stopped by, and there was a lot of encouragement as well from a lot of people who did not end up buying, but still they loved the products.
So do your family miss you when you're in America?
Oh, yes, definitely. My daughter is probably missing me right now, and I miss her too. And of course, I'm here for a long time, almost 4 weeks, so it's pretty long.
4 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I came a week before. I'm going to spend another 2 weeks mostly doing business, going and meeting more clients and stuff. So yeah, when you come halfway around the world, you want to make most of your time, because it's not every day that you get to come back to the US.
Yeah, because you mentioned that you have a partner. And then I'm just curious, how do you manage to, for example, you have a business partner, you're going to have struggles and arguments sometime. And how do you manage to actually go through all of this?
So we have a clear role separation in our business. So I do mostly finance and strategy, whereas my partner does operations, design, manufacturing, and that kind of stuff. So, we consult each other, but we don't overstep into each other's areas.
Each other's area.
But we have a very cordial relationship. We've known each other for several years now. We think alike, so it's never been such an issue. So if he has something, he'll always check up with me before he takes a decision, and the same thing with me.
Yeah, it's
so
all
we're pretty
about
tight.
discussion and communication.
Absolutely.
Cool. And can you tell me a little bit more about yourself?
Well, I was born in India. I live there now. So I did my undergrad here in the United States. I'm a chemical engineer by qualification. And my family has a business in India in pharmaceutical industry. So after my engineering, I went back and joined that business. I worked for about 5 years, learning a lot of things. And then I went to my MBA to Barcelona, to IESE. Spent
Very
2 years
talented.
there, and then we came back, joined my family business, and this is my own venture. Now that is my father's business. This I can call for real that it is my business.
Are you the only kid, or?
I have a sister. She lives here in United States.
But what is your dad's opinion about you taking on a whole different approach?
Well, he was supportive, but he was like, why don't you venture in something related to pharma, because that's the industry we have existing contacts and stuff. But he was never non-supportive. I mean, he was always supportive of me doing something. But yeah, he had reservations about going into a completely different industry like jewelry. But yeah, I was able to convince him, and I'm glad that I did have that discussion with my father. So he's pretty happy now, looking at how the business is moving.
Mm-hmm. And what is your forecast for this year in America?
So this is our first year in terms of launching the physical product. So we expect to add about anywhere between 20 to 50 retailers, as a touch points of sale. And we're also working on an interesting entrepreneurial kind of a concept for sales where, individuals or, women particularly who want to do something on their own could probably, associate with us and start their own company to distribute our products, and start their own venture, basically.
So you can actually distribute to different businesses,
yes,
and as well as retails as well.
Yes, absolutely. So it's open. If you are, let's say, what we call an alpha girl, so you
alpha girl?
Yeah, alpha girl, because it's always about the alpha male, but it's time we talk about the alpha female. We want women to be empowered that way, and jewelry is their sector, really.
So tell me, and since you mentioned about alpha girl, so is it also like what's going on in India as well? They are encouraging women to become stronger?
Oh, absolutely. In India now, the government has taken, let me talk specifically about business, for instance. It is now a requirement that in public listed companies, you should have at least 1/3 of your board should be women. You should have a corporate social responsibility cell within your board, and there should be at least one woman on that, So government is definitely encouraging. As far as politics is concerned, this was done a long time ago that 30% of all seats in both the parliament and the state level legislatures have to be women. At the local level, it can be up to 50% as well. So women in India have always, or rather, the government has always been trying to, encourage women to be more active and take up,
and get more
independent.
education and
yes,
independence,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah, to get, to make them more independent. So that's what we want to do here as well, like with the Alpha Girl. So if you're passionate about something,
entrepreneurs, right?
Women are entrepreneurs. That's exactly what it is. So be an Alpha Girl, and you don't have to. It's flexible, right? You can do it the way you want, but you'll be self-sufficient. And if this is where your passion is, you may find something interesting to do. You wake up and you have something to look forward to.
Cool. And how, if some women entrepreneurs is interested in actually doing business with you guys, how are they going to be able to reach out to you?
So we have our website, and you can reach out to us through that. It's www.zenaria.com. We have the program is on there, and we're available.
Do you have any business incentives for them?
Of course, of course. For every sale, of course, you get a commission out of it, and plus for certain milestones, you get additional incentives. So it's not just about being starting your own venture and being dependent on us. You can really open up. We want to see women entrepreneurs not starting out maybe independently, but moving to a situation where they get additional staff, employ more people, and become like a really nice, successful firm to begin with. So it's not about just being limited or restricted to being individual entrepreneur. It has to be slightly more than that. So
nice.
we look that.
I really like the idea about you supporting women entrepreneurs and also develop different businesses and creating opportunities within the United States. Thank you so much again for visiting our show.
Thank you, Shannon. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
It was wonderful talking to you.
Wonderful. Don't forget to write to me about your thoughts for the show, or if there's a specific place that you'd like to see in the town, or if you think your business is a real highlight of Vegas life and want it to be featured. We always do a lucky drawing among the viewers at the end of each episode and send out different surprises each week with no strings attached. So maybe you're the next lucky winner, so don't forget to write to me. Thanks for watching Shannon's Life and Style. Don't go away, we will be right back. Oh, don't forget to write to me about your thoughts for the show, or if there's a place you'd like to see in the town, or if you think your business is a real highlight of Vegas life and want it to be featured. We always do a lucky drawing among the viewers at the end of each episode and send out different surprises each week. no strings attached. So maybe you're the next lucky winner. Thanks for watching Shannon's Lifestyle. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Gentleman number 1, gentleman number 2, gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh, no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000000.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Thai Am TV and Asian News. I'm your host, Joy Jirawan Singpen. This week, I'd like to share with you Dwangmani Sarabut charity birthday party at Thai D2Go Thai restaurant. Let's go check it out.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Cha cha cha. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
That is a lot of food and drinks provided by the birthday girl. We all have so much fun singing and dancing our night away. All the money collected is donated to Children's Orphanage in Thailand that will benefit handicapped children. The amount reached $1,689 that night. It feels so good when you know you've done something for the less fortunate people. I am so proud of all my friends that have come together and do this for our community. Happy birthday, Dwangmani Sarabut. Thank you for watching Thai Am TV on Asian News. Please call our producer Sandy at 702-937-1871 if you have an event you'd like to share with the Thai Am community. Don't go away, we'll be right back. สวัสดีค่ะ
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance. This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello, this is Pam Phan for Vietnam TV on Asian News. This week, I'm proud to announce a Vietnamese community event here in Las Vegas, Nevada. This week, the Vietnamese community is celebrating the most important holiday called Phật Đản. Phật Đản, also called Buddha's birthday, is celebrated as a holiday. A celebration usually on the first full moon day of the month of May. Lễ Phật Đản is one of the most important celebrations for the Buddhists, the equivalent of Christmas in the Buddhist calendar. Buddha's birthday is a holiday traditionally celebrated in most of East Asia to commemorate the birth of Prince Siddhartha Gautama, later the Gautama Buddha and founder of Buddhism. The temples like Bin An Temple and Udam Temple are represented with bunting and flowers. The colors are amazing. Lễ Phật Đản is very happy for Buddhists, but also a solemn time for reflection. The Vietnamese community gathered at the Bin An Temple and Udam Temple to celebrate Buddha's birthday. The celebration beginning with chanting from the master and the monks, following by the traditional bathing to the Buddha ceremony.
Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Kính bạch chư tôn thiền đức tăng ni.
Thanks for watching Vietnam TV on Asian News. If you have any events you wish to share with our local and global audience, please contact me at 702-461-4263. I am Pam Phan at your service. Pam Phan xin kính chào quý vị.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify, a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Philam TV on Asian News is brought to you by the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center. Hello, this is Doc Mike for Philam TV on Asian News. Another busy week of covering and announcing various Philam events here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and global scene. Local event. Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honoring the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. Originally known as Decoration Day, it originated in the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971. And here in Las Vegas, Memorial Day was celebrated by the Maria del Mar Society through Kamayan dinner or the Boodle Fight. The Urban Dictionary defines Boodle Fight as a military style of eating in which food piled on the top of banana leaves laid out on a long table is to be taken with the bare hands, washed with water from jugs prepared on the side, which eating combat begins when the signal is given. We're having a Boodle Fight here at Maria del Mar.
Maria del Mar!
Yes, on my left, Dr. Tessie Princer and Princer, Dr. Sonia Beduya, and everyone in the group. We have our concert queen, Clarita.
Yay! My idol. My idol. Ay, ang anak ko rin. Madami.
Okay, we are here at Maria del Mar Resort.
Oh,
Only in North Las Vegas, celebrating the Memorial Day here in Las Vegas.
Good? Good. Hi, happy holiday!
Happy holiday talaga.
Happy holiday, yay! We got good food. Thank you for the food. Hey, over here. That's our food.
Philippine Independence Day, in Filipino Araw ng Kasaringlan, also known as the Araw ng Kalayaan or Day of Freedom, is an annual national holiday in the Philippines observed on June 12, commemorating the Philippine Declaration of Independence from Spain on June 12, 1898. Since 1962, it has been the country's national day. And here in Las Vegas, it will be celebrated on June 10 through motorcade that will start from Seafood City to the Las Vegas Strip and ends up at the Asian Culture Center. Program and lunch will follow. On Nevada election, the PhilAm in Power hosted a political candidates forum last May 26, 2018 at Max's Restaurant. The purpose of this event was for our PhilAm community to meet the candidates from all political parties and ask questions regarding current issues that affect our community. Please meet some of the candidates. Meet one of the candidates, Mr. Mac Miller, who's running for Assembly District 5. Okay, can you again introduce yourself to our viewers and the position you're running for and why are you running?
Well, thank you very much. So I am running for Assembly District 5. My name is Mac Miller, and of course you can find out more about me at macmillerfornevada.com. One of the main reasons that I'm running is because I'm very concerned about the state of the education in our community. I'm born and raised here. I am vice president of the Chinese American Citizens Alliance, and I have a very unique position and a very unique resource that my opponents don't have, and that is being one with the people, serving the people, and understanding when it comes to immigration. My daughter, having spent, it took me 4 years to get her into this country, so I can understand about what our immigrants go through, what it takes for them to come to this country, but most importantly, what it takes for them to be educated, not to mention all of us. So the focus that I have is with ensuring that our children are educated, ensuring that our families are safe, and ensuring that everyone has a job to go to take care of their families. And those are the things that are just near and dear to my heart, and that's one of the reasons why I'm running for Assembly District 5. Again, Mac Miller for Assembly District 5.
This time we have here Melissa De La Garza. Melissa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
And what are you running for?
I am running for Las Vegas Justice Court 15. It's a brand new department. It's going to open up in January. So Justice Court does civil under $15,000, it does criminal matters, landlord-tenant matters, traffic tickets. It's kind of the people's court. And so I decided to put my hat in. I've been a 8th Judicial District Court hearing master for the last 8 years. So it was time, since I've had all this tutelage under all the judges. You know, right now I do their felony DUI court, I do all their felony arraignments and their bail hearings, so it was time to put in since this new department opened.
At this point, I have Mr. Mark Balus, who is running for
District Court Judge. And my name is Mark Bayless, and I'm a District Court Judge, and I'm running to retain my seat. And I don't have a primary, so you won't see my name on the ballot till November. And I'm currently the presiding judge in Department 18, and I was an attorney for over 37 years, and I practiced both criminal and civil law, so I'm running on my qualifications. And I tell people I'm worried that they won't remember me come November, so I'm telling them the best way to remember my name is Mark Bayless out of jail. So hopefully everybody will remember me come November.
This time I have Mr. Robert Langford. Sir, what are you running for?
Clark County District Attorney.
Okay, what's your plan?
What's my plan? My plan is to better utilize our resources, to spend less money on prosecuting and more money on making sure that we're not creating criminals and making sure that those people who have other problems are taken care of so they're less likely to go out and commit more crimes. I believe we're safer when we use our resources better to take care of people.
And of course, right now I have Stephen Hosford. Would you like to introduce yourself and what office are you running for and what's your plan?
I'm Stephen Horsford, running for Nevada's 4th Congressional District, and I am running because I believe that we need to end the chaos and confusion in Washington and solve problems here in Nevada's 4th. I have a plan to reduce prescription affordability. I'm endorsed by the culinary workers
And of course, I have here Mindy Lloyd. Mindy, would you like to introduce yourself and what office are you running for?
My name is Mindy Lloyd, and I am your Republican candidate for Clark County Clerk.
Okay, what's your plan?
The plan is for better leadership and better change for our government.
Wow, good luck, Mindy. Good luck. Thank you very much. Meet another candidate.
Hi, my name is Jill McFarland, and I'm running for Clark County Recorder. I've got the experience being with Clark County for over 23 years, archiving records for Clark County, and I've worked at the Recorder's Office for over 13 years, and I had a real estate license for over 16 here in Nevada. I could do this job. I understand the records. I know how to keep them straight and secure.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much. And this time I have Michael Wise. And sir, can you introduce yourself to them and what you're running for?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Weiss, and I'm running to represent Nevada's 3rd Congressional District. I am running a 100% grassroots campaign funded solely by individual donations. I am not taking any corporate money. I'm not taking any PAC money. I am running a platform at its core is based on economic, social, and environmental justice, which includes establishment of Medicare for all, tuition-free public college, the establishment of a living wage, and more. If elected, I will be one of the first individuals, possibly the first, that has been open about being on the autism spectrum to represent Nevada at the federal level.
And right now I have Gary Anthony Myers. Gary, would you introduce yourself again to our viewers and what you're running for?
Absolutely. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor, and the job of the Lieutenant Governor is tourism and jobs. Now, I've been doing that 20 years, and I feel that this is the best time for me to represent the entertainment industry because we're not being represented up there. And that's what I'm here for, to represent all of us and the entertainment industry. They're killing us. They're killing us with taxes. Got to slash them. Got to stop this nonsense of taxing. But tourism and jobs. I'll bring Hollywood here. I'll bring a lot of jobs here because that's the easy part for me. I've been doing it 20 years.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, we have our partners, Asian Community Development
Council.
So, PIDA, right?
PIDA.
So, what is your reaction regards with the event tonight?
Oh, I think it's great. I'm glad they're coming out to meet with our community. It's high time. We are one of the largest group. We're over 250,000 in Las Vegas. So it's great that they're out here today. And the Filipinos are over 100,000 here. So they need our vote. They need our attention. So I'm glad they're out here today. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for this event.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, of course, we have here Judge Bill Henderson to say hello and a little reflection of what's going on here at Max's Restaurant for the political or the candidates forum.
And, you know, Mike, this is such a great event. Max's is like the best restaurant for Filipino food. It's right up there to the top. Even though I myself aren't running for 2 years, till 2020, I wanted to come out to see all the great festivities, food, and the candidates for every office, major all the way to minor, know this is the place to be. We got judge candidates here, governor candidates here tonight, you name it. This is the place they are this Saturday because they know they need a doctor. They know they have to have that Filipino support to win. I wouldn't be a judge if it wasn't for events like this, people like you, etc., in the Filipino community. And my daughter, who's Miss Junior Nevada, Junior Miss Nevada, wants to say hello to all the Phil-Am.
Okay, say hello. Say hello.
Hi.
How about you want to say hello?
Say, this is her little brother, Ralphie.
Hello.
Hello. Again, thank you very much, Judge Bill Henderson. You're always present with all the Filipino events. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, once again, back here. And of course, we're done with the Phil-Am in Power Candidates Forum and Carl Catarata, one of our student leader here in Las Vegas. So what is your reaction with regards to the total proceedings tonight?
I feel as if that, to the candidates, never forget about the Filipino community. We are a strong community. We are a very important community. And we are a community that should not be forgotten about when it comes to your candidacy for office. But also make sure you don't divert from questions as well because they're so important, right?
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening again, Doc Mike from PhilAm TV on Asian News, and we wrap up the PhilAm in Power Candidates Forum. Congratulations, Amy. Amy Belmonte is the president of the PhilAm in Power. Amy, what is now your final message?
Well, Mike, I just really want to thank all the candidates who were here this evening, and we had a very diverse candidates, political candidates tonight. They are from Democratic Party, Republican, nonpartisan, and from governor to lieutenant governor to just everybody, judges, Board of Regents. It's just a lot of diverse people who are here tonight, and I just want to thank everybody because I think this is really very, very successful event.
Wow, that's great. Once again, this is Doc Mike from PhilAm TV on Asian News. Direct from Max's Restaurant. Of course, we would like to shout out with the manager of Max's Restaurant, Giros Kahilig. Thank you very much, Giros. Thank you. So, thank you. And signing off from the Max's Restaurant. Thank you.
God bless everybody.
And on our graduation corner, congratulations to Arison Valensona, graduated high school last Wednesday. Congratulations to the proud parent, Shirley and Edmund. Also, my warmest congratulations to Kyle Catarata, graduated high school International Baccalaureate or IB with advanced honors. Congrats to the proud parents, Norlene Cantanilla Catarata and Carlo Catarata. And on our birthday corner, happy birthday, Maricel Borja. And of course, happy 18th birthday to Angel Dakis. She's the eldest daughter of Reggie Dakis and Eileen Andres Dakis. Hope you enjoyed this week's edition of PhilAm News. At this point, I would like to thank first my sponsor, the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center. See you again next week. Doc Mike Santa Juana at your service. Mabuhay! PhilAm TV on Asian News was brought to you by the Las Vegas Pain Institute and Medical Center.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring. I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是伟宁地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳宁地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello everyone, I'm Esmeralda Padilla Gold and welcome to Vegas Vibes. On Vegas Vibes, I'll be featuring amazingly talented people from many walks of life who contribute to making Las Vegas a unique global brand. And on that note, I have here with me a former beauty queen. That's right. Yes, a citizen advocate and an anesthesiologist. Yes. Please help me welcome Dr. Annette Tijero.
Thank you, Esmeralda, for having me here today.
It's my pleasure to have you. I know you are running for Congress, but as a former beauty queen, I would like to know your experience.
So one of the things that happens in life is all of our experiences lead us to move on and forward into what we're doing now in the future. So when I competed for the title that usually happens in the summers. And what was happening is not only do you compete, obviously, to be poised and to look good, but you also have speech writing to do and delivery and community service, and you also had to have a good academic record.
And your title was?
Miss Nevada United Teenager 1980.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was quite a long time ago, but it doesn't really change. I think that a lot of the pageants prepare women to have leadership roles and to learn to get along with people that they may meet for the very first time. As you know, whenever you're in a pageant, for a pageant that's that size, you at least have 49 other ladies that are also there.
Yeah, vying for the title.
Exactly.
Did winning a title provide you an opportunity to be heard? And what was your platform?
So it does, and what it really does for all of us is it provides an opportunity when you're in that leadership role to carry other things to the community. So you're invited to several kinds of different events, perhaps some nonprofit events, perhaps some other leadership roles where younger women are looking to become more active in their community. So those are things that the Crown opens up to you. It also opens up your awareness because having 49 other women from other states in the Union kind of opens you up to finding out a little bit about every other state that you may or may not have visited. So it really does. It prepares you in a way that you start to meet different people, different cultures sometimes. So obviously there were some people that had Asian culture. There were some of the queens that had Asian backgrounds. It was a marvelous experience, and I met so many other people. Just because you have the title, lots of people want to meet you and find out what you're like too.
So what do we have here?
So this is memorabilia, and if you can imagine someone who won a pageant in 1980, these are very old, so they're antiques now. But this was the crown that was given to me at the time. So it's probably a little heavier than maybe some crowns today. But that was it, and you had to wear this all the time.
All the time.
You know how that is. So you have to have your hair prepared for it, and you have to have it on.
And you also have your sash here.
I do. I have my sash, and most importantly, on the sash, of course, it says what the title is, and there's a picture of me and the governor with me wearing my full outfit, and then every single one of us, because you have to wear different kinds of attire, your sash can move around a lot. So everybody had a special pin. So since I was from Las Vegas, I had my little dice for the pin for Las Vegas. So that was the way that I held my sash in place for the whole time that I was queen. So the other ladies kind of thought that was unique. You know, they had their own kind of pins and things, but they thought this one was kind of unique. So, yeah, and of course you know that whenever you're wearing your crown, you have to act the best that you can, and you have to be as polite and wonderful as you can, even when people may not be so nice.
Absolutely, you have to be at your best.
That's right, that's right. So that's one of the things of the pageant.
And you were a teenager. Exactly how old were you when you joined the pageant?
I was 18 at the time for most of the time during the pageant, because it's a one-year title. So yeah, and I had just started UNLV through part of that. So it was an interesting experience. Of course, obviously, I didn't wear it every single day, but whenever I had any kind
So
of.
what motivated you to join the pageant?
You know what? I was sent the paperwork because of my scholastic achievements. So they sent an application and they wanted me to apply. And that's what motivated me to do it, because it was just a step of something else to add to my experience.
And what was that like, winning the title?
It was very exciting, actually. It was very, very exciting. You know, all of us that were there in the pageant, we all compete, and of course everybody wants to win, but you never know what the judges are going to think, what they're going to like, what they're not going to like.
What was your question? Do you remember?
No, I don't, because a lot of what we did was presentations and speeches as well, and then we didn't do a lot of questions. It wasn't, you know, if there were questions, they were pretty spontaneous, and everyone answered the same questions, and they weren't really difficult questions. It just, you're nervous. I remember that. You're very, very nervous. So you're kind of like, sometimes you feel like you're frozen in time when you get those questions.
How did it help you prepare for your education and career as a medical doctor? I know you're an
anesthesiologist. Yes, I do. So, you know, one of the things that the pageant helped me do was to relate to people a little bit better. Because originally when I was very, very small, I was a very shy, quiet little girl. And the pageant allowed me to kind of open up a little bit more. And I always saw it as the opportunity to help people, which is really what I wanted. That's why I became a doctor, was to help people. So that was the educational part of it too.
And which of these experiences encouraged you to pursue a political career? I know.
Oh wow! You know, it is just it is an extension, because what happens is I said to you, I wanted to help people, and since I wanted to help people, you know, the natural thing is to pick something that people need. So that's why I picked medicine. And then as I got into medicine and became an anesthesiologist, I found out that there were a lot of things on the government realm that impact the care of our patients. And I felt very strongly that the quality of our anesthesia care and the quality of health care in general depended sometimes on keeping government out of the personal decisions, or making sure that government protected people from third parties that may not have the patient's best interest at heart. So that's how I became involved. I became involved because I volunteered and was on quality assurance committees, pharmacy and therapeutic committees, things like that, that involved meetings and trying to work out policy. And then I was asked very early, because of my activities, to become involved in the medical society. And so I served for a very long time as a board of trustee member, obviously trying to make it so that healthcare was best in Clark County and in the state of Nevada.
If elected, is there anything specific you would like to do for the Asian American community in Nevada?
You know, I believe that all of our communities really want better education. We want opportunities for everybody, and I believe that the Asian community wants those as well. So when I think of our communities, I think of how rich our communities are, all the different things that we can bring together, and the best thing for everybody is we want to have stable incomes for our families, we want to have families that are united, and we want opportunities. So I would love to bring some of those opportunities, obviously, to the Asian community as well.
I wish we had more time, but before I close this, I would like to ask you a final question.
Sure.
What pieces of advice or word of wisdom would you give to our global and local audience?
Well, I would say that every single experience that you have in your life is important. Take everything with a positive thought, and make every goal, your dreams, come true.
That's amazing. You are amazing. Thank you, Dr. Annette Tahara. And thank you for watching Vegas Vibes. Catch me again next time as I feature another amazing personality here in Nevada on Vegas Vibes. And I would like to thank Anna Billings of Anne Fontaine for my outfit today. They are located at the Forum Shops inside Caesar's Palace. Thank you. God bless.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Buying, keeping, or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you and your family need to make in your lifetime. Specify a home inspector trusted by the Greater Las Vegas Association of Realtors. F10 Inspection Services has been serving the Las Vegas real estate industry for many decades, which secures all inspections with a $10,000 honor guarantee. F10 Inspection Services, proudly Asian American. Call 702-374-7377 now.
This segment is brought to you by Be Asian TV,
First impression. You know what?
And I wonder, I wonder about the snow. And I wonder about the snow. Have you gone by the sea?
This is awesome. This is Melody Mojica with Home Sweet Home on the Road, and I am here for the soft opening of one of the brand new establishments on the Strip called Buzz, a brand new establishment right here on the Strip in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to see what the action is all about. They have refreshments that will quench your thirst, where they provide refreshments like boba, milk tea, slushes, and some things to eat. And not only that, you can actually also have it spiked. It's a very unique and one-of-a-kind establishment where you can have alcohol in your drink. We're going to be interviewing one of the owners, and she's going to tell us what made her open such an establishment like this. Come follow me and let's check out what the Buzz is all about. Spices in here. You know what? This is awesome. It is the Cha-Cha Mango, and it really tastes good. Just a mixture of everything. Look at that straw. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I'm just gonna have to some spices in here and mango and something sweet and spicy. I am here with the owner, Lando, who is really busy. As you can see, it is their grand soft opening and the place is completely packed. So let's talk to her for a second to see if we can get her
right here with us. Hi, Lam. How's it going?
Good. Super busy right now.
Definitely busy. Tell us how you're feeling tonight. I know it's super packed. How are you feeling with this soft opening?
It feels really good. I mean, there's a lot of friends, a lot of family here supporting. We're selling our hit Chimango right now, so it's really good.
Tell us about the concept, because I know yours has alcohol with slushy and boba and everything Asian. Tell us how you came up with the concept.
Yeah, so this is a partnership with my cousin and I. She loves boba and I love alcohol, so we decided to join our forces and make alcoholic boba for you guys.
Wonderful. Now, Lan, can you invite our audience to come and visit your place here and tell them how they can get a hold of you and where they can come and taste this wonderful drink right here?
Yeah, so we're called Buzz. We're located at 3061 South Las Vegas Boulevard. You can get a hold of us on our Instagram at BuzzLV, and just come and visit and have fun and get our tequila Chimango.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for speaking to us. I know you're really busy, and congratulations on such a great opening.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is wonderful, it's refreshing, and it is oh so good. This is Melody Mojica. See you next time.
This segment was brought to you by Be Asian TV.
Here at Go Global Realty, we value the relationships with our customers. I'm Michael Ring, I'm the co-owner of Go Global Realty. Wherever you are in the world, you can give us a call at Go Global Realty, and we'll be able to assist you in purchasing real estate in the United States. You can purchase it for an investment property or for personal use.
您好，我是稳盈地产的 Ronnie Chen， 希望在房地产的部分，我们有机会为您服务。
Здравствуйте, я Адриана с Go Global Realty.
大家好，我是稳盈地产的 Henry 公司，是一个专精为海外人士。
Give us a call at Go Global Realty. We speak over 12 languages and look forward to helping you in your real estate needs.
This segment is brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Hello everyone, Sabaidi. Welcome to Lao MTV. My name is DJ Miss Joy and I'll be your host for today's show. We're here with our special guest Arlene Simona Mark Taperock to share her wisdom on community outreach in Las Vegas. Arlene, when I first met you, it was through Lana Convention 2 years ago. You were so personable, professional, and fun. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. Tell me more about Lana and what your part was for it being such a successful event.
Thank you for asking. Lana is a 100% volunteer-based nonprofit organization that strives to uplift and unite all the communities that fall under the Lao community umbrella, which includes the Hmong, Tai Dam, Mien, Khmu, Tai Li, and many more. And with our conference 2 years ago here in Vegas, it was a little unique from our conferences traditionally. We still had our workshops and seminars, but we really wanted to highlight some Lao American movers and shakers within our community in other respective industries aside from the professional, medical, what have you, what the cookie cutter ideal, what Asian parents want Asian kids to go after is what I'm trying to say. So I think, yes.
It was such a huge impact to be able to see so much wonderful talent from the nation. Lana Convention was a great way to unite people, and it was the first time I've ever been a part of something so huge. You're such an inspirational leading leader. How can people find you on the internet, or where would we be able to learn more about Lana?
Well, everyone could log on to our website. It's currently being revamped. It's at www.lana-usa.org. Once that's revamped, it will have all of our updated information and our upcoming town hall tour dates that we are going to be launching with our I'm Loud campaign, gearing up for the census coming up in 2020.
Awesome. Tell me a little bit more about the census in 2020. What is the importance of it? I don't think that my family has ever participated in something like that. Could you just give like a little overview on what it means for the Lao community to be a part of the census? Just a general idea so that I can comprehend even more so.
Absolutely, and I appreciate the question because I definitely would love to bring awareness to the importance of census for all communities, being that this is our chance to let the American government know, like, hey, we're here. You know, when we talk in terms of having a voice and looking for resources to better our communities and sustain healthy living and whatnot in our communities. And another thing is, like I said, to identify that our community exists, we are here, therefore we can start to voice our shortfalls, challenges within our communities in hopes to gain resources to better our communities nationwide.
I love it. That's absolutely amazing what Lana is doing. Thank you so much for being such an integral part of the growth of all of it. I wanted to find out just a little bit more about you on a personal level. Would you be able to share some of your philosophy and lifestyle? I'm going to ask you a few questions.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you being such a strong individual and doing so much, I know that you're so active in the community. Thank you for taking the time to do this. How do you decompress after like a long, hard day of work? How do you practice self-love or self-care?
Well, it's funny that you should ask, Ms. Joy. And you know, with this self-love and self-care and decompression things, what I'm finding is it's a continuous progress. It's, you know, my life is constantly changing and moving, so what I may have done to decompress before may not work for me now. So it's definitely something that I definitely work on all the time, but in terms of what I do to decompress is honestly giving myself to the community. You know, finding community work, trying to find ways to help be the solution among the problem and, as opposed to contributing to it, and trying to bring resources and shed light in areas that our community has not been exposed to.
That's great. That's awesome. We need more movers and shakers such as yourself. In the past 5 years, what new beliefs, behaviors, or habits has most improved your life?
I don't mean to sound cliche or anything, but it's definitely listening to everyone and all the inspirational quotes that I've always said, to put yourself first and to learn how to take care of yourself first and love thyself first, because in order for us to love and help everyone else, we need to make sure we're at homeostasis and we're good and gold inside.
I agree. Okay, I have one more question for you. What realizations or approaches have helped you become better at saying no to?
Well, Ms. Joy, I've realized that I've had to learn how to truly prioritize myself as number one, including my family, you know, and God and my husband and whatnot. However, it's something that I've always struggled with, and I still struggle with to this day, is prioritizing myself, being one that was considered as so selfless. But once I started making the necessary changes, it started to bring other things into perspective and into light, to help me with my personal journey in life as a woman, Lao American woman.
I love that. I love that you take ownership for the responsibility of self, and that you highlight and love your family. And of course, you know, God is like very essential. You seem very like just whole in a sense, and I appreciate the fact that you're doing so much for the community. Thank you so much for sharing your energy and insight. I love that you're able to talk so openly about your family and the roles that you have in our community, as well as your spiritual belief. Is there any links that we can use for our community to connect with you, whether it be through the community or for your personal, if you have any other projects that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, and if anyone is interested in contacting me or getting more information about Lana, they can definitely reach out via email to arlene@lana-usa.org. Otherwise, you can always find me on LinkedIn. Other than that, that's about all I got for my options.
we'll provide the links for Lana as well as your LinkedIn, because I'm sure a lot of people would love to get a hold of you. You're so professional what you do, and you have such a great heart. You really are. Thank you so much for being our special guest at Lao MTV. Also, thank you for being such a unique community leader in Las Vegas.
And thank you, Ms. Joy, for being such an amazing community person.
Next week, we'll have Aaron Bupal talk about Lao Silk for Life organization. This is DJ Miss Joy saying thank you for watching, and we'll see you at the next show.
This segment was brought to you by Asian Cultural Alliance.
Gentleman number 2, gentleman number 3. Sir, the internet is down. Oh, no, not again.
No, where's our backup internet?
Look! Our backup internet saved the day. Thanks, LV.net.
Remember, the best place for backup internet is LV.net.
Be your office's superhero and secure your business with backup internet today. Call LV.net at 702-9000000.
Welcome back to Asian News. The Asian Culture Day 2019 celebration preparation are already underway, and the Asian Culture Alliance is now beginning to raise funds for the annual event. Check out asiancultureday.org for more information on how to participate and make a donation. Asian Culture TV produces and assembles TV programs weekly, including Asian news in English and Chinese versions, original Asian content, and our featured educational classes. To learn more about these programs and have a sneak preview of all upcoming events, visit actvus.com. And if you wish to become a proud sponsor of any of the programs or simply want to advertise your business in the channel, please call 702-979-1388. What are you waiting for? I'm Shanna Yang. Until next time.
Hello, this is Keith Evans at the Lion Habitat Ranch. We'd like you to come out and visit our ranch. There's 38 lions, a giraffe that paints, ostriches, emus, and birds. We do school tours, general admission, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and behind-the-scenes tours every day of the week. Besides coming in as general admission, you can also pay extra to help our animals, and you can feed the giraffe. You can feed one of the lions, or you can have Ozzy paint a custom canvas for you. You can also buy Ozzy paintings in the gift shop. While we do our demonstrations at 12 and 2 of Ozzy painting, all those canvases are available for purchase. In addition to everything you can do here in person, you can find us on the website, lionhabitatranch.org, where you can make your reservations online or buy your paintings online. Thank you very much. Please come.
This has been a presentation of VATV.